If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Well, my friends, as you could see, that did not work. So I have been doing some research, and there's two thoughts that I will share, trying to be helpful. The first thought that I would share based on some research that I've done is that maple is what they call, quote, a dense wood, as opposed to a more open pore kind of wood, and it is a little tougher to stain, some would say. The second thing that I would share with you, just by way of a thought, is that although this guitar neck was only quote-unquote lightly satined finished, I probably did not get all of the pore filler type finish type stuff off, even though I was pretty aggressive with my sanding. If you hang on the channel, you already know I'm aggressive with the sandpaper. So then last night, as I attempted just to wrestle with the fact that I could not get any color on certain parts of this neck, I kind of gave up, wiped it all off the best I could, and then I put a couple coats of Tru-Oil on it, and I thought that looked pretty snazzy. Snazzy is an old man's way of saying, I think it looks pretty hot, Jack. Now, giving it more thought this morning, I don't like it. I don't like it as much as I want to like it. So I have consulted a couple of people who do these kinds of things with wood. So here is the project plan now. I'm going to take off the Tru-Oil. I'm going to take off whatever stain was there. I'm going to attack this with denatured alcohol to remove any of the oils, any of the Tru-Oil, any kind of finishing product that was on this guitar. I'm going to hit it with 400 grit sandpaper until the cows come home and I get to bare wood, baby. And then, nobody says baby anymore. Well, I'm an old man, sue me. No, don't sue me. Nobody sue me. Nobody sue Ted Talks Guitars and Life. I ain't got no money. So anyway. So then once I get down to the bare wood, I'm going to hit it one more time with my Canadian maple stain. So you can kind of barely see right in here. This is what I'm looking for. All over the neck is this just a darker, richer color. And Dutchie's gonna bark, dude. It's Ted Talks Guitars and Life. It's not Dutchie Talks. This guy never learns. I know he doesn't. I'm talking about you. Come on, man. So anyway, I'm gonna go out and get the denatured alcohol after this, Jack. And is it gonna work, guys? Man, I don't know. It's Ted Talks Guitars and Life. You don't know what you're gonna get, Jack. But we're going to give it the old college try. I will report back after the denatured alcohol has been applied. Well, okay, friends. Here we are back at square one. So after some denatured alcohol and some 400 grit sandpaper, somewhat vigorously, I believe that the pores are open. The wood is ready to receive stain. But we won't know that until we get into it. So what do you say? Let's stain this neck one more time. Well, okay. This is the Saman Canadian maple stain. Just one coat. We'll see about that again. So yeah. Hey guys. Man, I hope your day's going great. I know that when I splice these videos together from different days, it seems weird for me to say, hey guys, how's it going? Like it's a brand new day. But guess what? It is a brand new day, my friends. It is a brand new day. It is a different day. And yeah, man, I hope that whatever you got going on, you're having a blast. I really do. Really, really, really do. Hey, thanks for taking time to hang out with me in another crazy adventure. And I don't know, do I need this guitar neck stained this badly? Apparently I do. But yep. So I've got a couple of different brush options. Last time I did this, I went with the paper towel, and I did not worry about the neck too much. I didn't really treat it the way I did everything else. So I've got a couple of different brushes here. I've got the big brush, and I've got the paper towel route. I am thinking that around the headstock I will attempt to use a brush, and I'm just curious if this is going to take stain or not. And guys, I don't know that it's going to. It may or may not. I really don't know. Man, I was so excited the first time I did this. I was ready to get this thing all stained up, and man, this wood just did not take the stain at all, Jack. Just wouldn't do it. Wasn't feeling it, so to speak. So I'm just going to put some of this on here like so. I don't know how you're supposed to do it. Put in the comments, guys. Feel free to help me out if you are so inclined to offer suggestions and feedback. I'm slowing my roll too. You may have noticed that. Why is he going so slow? Well, I'm going slow because I don't want to. I don't want to. You know, guys, I don't purposely mess stuff up, man. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be a bonehead or anything about any of this. It just happens. It just happens, my friends. It just happens that way sometimes. So yeah, about that. Now I put some fresh tape on, and in doing so I did note that I had a little bit of dribble on the actual headstock proper, which I will be able to remove, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I'm a little bit afraid to wipe that off just yet, because when I did this yesterday, man, it just did not work out for us, Jack. So let's see what this says. This says, shake the can. Yep, did that. Okay. Use a sponge included. I don't have that. Staining kit. Nope, don't have that. Rub with the grain. Wipe away the excess with a soft, clean cloth. Take small sections at a time. Jack, well, this has been a small section. I do not have anything other than a paper towel, so I will just attempt to do this right here. See? Guys, it wipes right off, man. Well, it's a little darker down here, isn't it? That's a little darker than it was. Alright. Well, that's a step in the right direction, I guess. I'd like it to be darker than that, but man, this headstock tape is really messing with my mind, dude. Messing with my emotions, Smokey. Oh, man. What are you going to do today? I'm going to jack up a perfectly good guitar neck. What are you going to do? Nah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's... Shoots. It's my guitar neck. It is my guitar neck, Jack. I just got a look in my mind, you know? And I want to see that look. Now, maybe it could be because I'm using a brush and I'm not using a sponge. I do have a sponge. Maybe I will break that out when we get down here to the meaty part of the neck. I don't know if we'll do that or not. And I'm going to do just what I did on the other side, which is go around just a little bit. This is like too much like arts and crafts class, isn't it? Did you guys like take arts and crafts? Were you good at it? I think I told this story once. Dude, when I was in high school. Now, this story was buried. When I got that old FireFly guitar, oh, the FireFly. I was working on something. I can't remember. Something to do with the neck. And I was taping the neck up or something. I don't know, man. And I made a real-time video. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was sanding that. Oh, man, they had this. Dude, it was a Relic guitar, and they had Relic the neck, and it looked cool, but it felt horrible. It was bumpy, and I just couldn't dig it. So anyway, I was sanding that neck down. That's what I was doing. It's all coming back to me like a bad dream. Now, man, that FireFly is all right. I was thinking I need to do a follow-up vid on that, man. It's a sweet ride now. It gave me fits in the beginning. It's in the playlist below if you want to see all that. But anyway, man, so I was telling, this story is buried in that video about me sanding down that neck. When I was in high school, hey, shout out Sean, man, plenty old bass. I took woodshop, and I can't remember what grade I was in, man. I was probably 10 or 11 or something, man. So woodshop, I don't know if you guys have woodshop in school where y'all are. It's basically, you know, a free period, man. You go out to the wood shop and, you know, you make stuff, man. And power tools and all that. You can imagine Ted with power tools. Don't do it. I know, right? Don't give Ted a power tool, Jack. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, I think that this upper part is actually taking stain better, much better than it did the first time, although still not super dark or anything. Although I don't know that I need it to be super, super dark. I did want it to be somewhat dark. I'm just trying to wipe away some excess as instructed. And I think I've just decided I'm gonna have some blotchy parts. I don't mind about the blotchy parts. Anyway, woodshop. So woodshop, you guys have figured out this is gonna be blotchy and ugly. So spoiler alert for the finale. But yeah, so in woodshop, I actually made a guitar. I made a guitar body and a guitar neck. I didn't know how to, you know, do anything, so it was like a Strat kind of looking thing. It was a Strat-shaped object, as some would say. Yeah, see, that's a good color. I like that. I'm just going to go ahead and switch gears here a little bit to the headstock, yeah. And maybe I should get that brush out. I mean, that sponge out. I don't know, man. Anyway, so I made a guitar body, and that's all it ever was. I think that predates me and Sean actually getting a band together and me learning how to play guitar. Some would say you still don't know how to play guitar. Yes, some would. Some are rude. We're all on a journey, man. We're all on our unique paths, man. We're all just individual people doing our thing. And that's all to the good, the way I see it. So anyway, yeah. So I made this little guitar body, and I think I did make a neck. It, you know, didn't do the frets or anything like that, but I worked on that guitar every day at school, man. I don't know, it was like 5th period, 6th period, I don't know, end of the day. And, you know, shop class, man, that's where, you know, you play with power tools, you go out front, out behind the building and smoke and dip and whatever it is you're into. And teacher was pretty cool, man. I think his name was Mr. Peters, man. Mr. Peters, he was a cool cat. In that, he let us get away with murder. No, we did not murder anybody. I keep forgetting this is on, like, the interwebs. There was no murder. I want to be clear. There was no felonies committed. Well, yeah, there was no murders committed. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Ted talks guitars and life. Sean will keep me honest, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was my woodshop days. Anyway, I thought it was a cool story. Made a guitar and all that kind of stuff, man. Kind of my first. Who knew, man, back then that I would actually learn how to play guitar and one day be talking to y'all about it and doing stuff like this. That looks pretty good. I mean, it's darker than it was. That's the main thing. It's taken some stain, you know, better than it was before. As much as I want it to, no, not really. Not as much as I want it to. But I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm using the brush and not the sponge, man. I do not know. My friends, I do not know. But I can't put my fingers on it right now, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. This right here. That's way too much, isn't it? Of course it's way too much. Ted's doing it. Anybody who hangs on the channel know I'm gonna put too much of this stuff on here, man. And you also know I'm probably more than likely gonna do it wrong. Put it in the comments, guys. I can take it. I can take it. I just want to get this darkened up to my liking. It could happen. This could be the makings of something beautiful, man. I do not know, my friends. I do not know. I'm feeling pretty good about it right now, truthfully. Because the way it's reacting already is better than it was before. I'm going to go ahead and do this some more while I'm here. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and get these spots up here just a little bit more delicately. There's nothing delicate about what you're doing. Well, I didn't say my methodology was delicate, because it is not. Anyway, I'm not trying to pretend this is a roasted maple neck. I'm not trying to pretend it's anything other than my old cool favorite Tease guitar, man. Well, is it my favorite? I need to make a video about all my Tease guitars. Which one's my favorite, Jack? Because I got a couple. If you hang on the channel, you already knew that. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. Amanda RevDoc did a great review of the ST1, man. Really did, man. I was digging it, Jack. Thought you did a good job, bro. I think it was his first, like mine. You know, the SBHHD was the first guitar that was ever sent to me for a review. And, yep, lots of other people do reviews, do them much better than I do, Jack. Ain't no joke about that. But, that being said, I'm a fan. I reviewed that guitar and then proceeded to buy 3 for myself. How about that? Now, I did not follow the instructions and wipe off the excess after I applied it. Those of you playing home game picked up on that. Those of you who did not, slackers. Yep, I'm liking that already, man. I'm liking that, guys. I'm liking that a lot. So yeah, this, I think the RevDoc, man, said that, didn't you say, bro, that you used this Saman name before? Saman? Shoot, I don't know what it's called, man. I think you did. Somebody did in the comments. Uh-oh. Dude. He's not being very careful. Well, it's Ted Talks Guitars and Life. I mean, I'm not trying to be careless. I'm just saying. There ain't a lot of elegance going on is all I'm saying, man. You're going to have lines and stuff. I know. It's going to be blotchy. I know. And guess what? I don't care. Oh, Well, it's my guitar, and I like that kind of rustic, worn-in kind of look. And I'm not trying to make a Relic or anything like that. I just wanted a splash of color, man. Is there anything wrong with that? I mean, some people, I guess I'm hurting somebody's feelings by doing this. I don't know why, but yeah. That's all I'm doing, Jack, is just trying to give it a splash of color. A little splash of color. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I know nobody sees the headstock, but I see it. I mean, behind the back of it. So because I see it, I'm going to want it to be kind of my version of cool looking, man. So we'll just make it my version of cool looking. I don't care if anybody else thinks it looks cool. This got some good brush marks going here, don't I don't know, camera probably can't even pick up most of this, man. You know, there's a lot of things that I see in real time, and I look over at the monitor and think, shoot, man, that looks pretty good. But hey, who knows, man? Who knows, Jack? I think we're getting there. I like it. I don't know. Probably like it enough for all of us. And guess what? It's my guitar, so that's the main thing, right? That is the main thing, my friends. That is the main thing. Now, at this point, I should probably just get that paper towel and wipe off all the excess, and knowing I'm going to have lines and blotches and all that, because I am going to have lines and blotches and all that. That I'm sure of. I don't know where'd I get sawdust from, dude. I don't know. So yeah, about that. I'm going in again here. Going in again. Yeah, me and old Sean, man, plenty old bass. We met in high school and we were in the band, the marching band. This is a true story, man. In band, I played the clarinet, the bass clarinet, and contrabass clarinet. Now, what nobody knew for a long period of time is that I couldn't read any music. I played by ear. Oh, I knew like C and D or something like that, but some of the middle registry stuff that was just kind of easier notes to make out. But once you get above the stuff, I had no idea, man. And I was the band president for a season, man. Couldn't play a lick of sight-read music. Played the contrabass for a while, and you know the Nutcracker Suite. Da, da, da. Oh, copyright. Here's my part. Da 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 da. Yeah. And then during football seasons, we were the marching band. Plenty old bass played trombone. I played clarinet. But in high school, this was the 80s, man. You know, when, I don't know what you think about the 80s, man. I don't even know if some of you were alive in the 80s. I know some of you were old in the 80s, so they got that going for you. But, yeah, man, high school, the band director wanted our marching band to have a synthesizer. You know, it was the 80s. Need I say more? And so they got a synthesizer. My good buddy John, he's using people's real names. Well, nobody knows if they're real names or not. I could be making names up. You keep saying, talking about Sean's name. That's his real name. Man, come on, bro. Anyway, so they got this Moog synthesizer, and they created like a harness contraption for it, you know, like a strap. And so my buddy could play the keyboard. And so he played the Moog synthesizer. You know what I played? The amplifier. So think about, now I was a big boy in high school, man. Ain't no joke about that. They put a Peavey half-stack amp, and they created like a dolly. And so my responsibilities were to march that amplifier on the dolly out to the 50-yard line and stand there while my buddy tickled the ivories. And then when the set was over, I wheeled that bad boy back to the sideline. And then if anybody was in high school marching band, what you know is the third quarter is your party time. Off-duty time is what I mean. No, yeah, man. Well, that's the Moog synthesizer story. That's the I played the amplifier in high school story. I don't know. It's a good story, maybe. I don't know. So, I'm beginning to think that some of this is actually taking the stain. It's certainly taking it better than the first time. Oh my goodness, that was an exercise in frustration for real, man. I got all my emotions about that, Jack. Seemed like a simple thing. Sand it down and stain it, but dang. Then I read about the maple being dense and all this mess and, you know, fillers and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, this was the trouble spot before. And it's still giving me some trouble. The more I do this, if I rubbed on this, it would look almost like it did before, probably. But I ain't mad at nobody. I don't understand it, but I ain't mad at nobody. I mean, will it look better? I don't know. I think so. It'll look better to me. And again, that's the main thing. Will the guitar play any better? Nope. Why? Because I'll be playing it. That's why. Nobody comes to TED Talks Guitars in Life to hear me play, man. That's for sure. You want to listen to somebody play guitar? Go to J-Man's channel. Now, my brother's going to tell you every video he makes, oh, I can't play guitar very well. Dude, he's a great guitar player, man. You're great, J-Man. People dig your stuff, man. People dig it, Jack. Everybody's got critics, man. Don't be your own critic. Too many critics in the world. Well, you know, it occurs to me that I should probably edit 90% of this talking out and just show you the before and after kind of thing. So I don't know if you'll ever hear these stories or not, or these statements or not, but I felt compelled. I felt compelled to share my journey with you, Jack. That's all this ever been. It's just Ted sharing his journey. I still got a white spot up here. I still got 2 white spots. I got one right here that I don't know how to get rid of. And I got one up here. Now, I'm of 2 minds. One mind is to try to get this excess off to some degree before this dries. The other part of my mind says don't touch it and let it dry. But what I know is going to happen is that all this extra is just going to create little bumps and doohickeys. So I'm just going to do this right here. Hope for the best. And I'm rubbing pretty aggressively because I don't want, I don't know. This doesn't work, it doesn't work, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, see, it's all rubbing off. See that? And just like anything else, man, you put more of the product on it and it takes off the product that you had on there before. I don't think it's supposed to work that way, but it sure is working that way for me. I just don't know. I just don't know. Well, I don't think I have. Oh, I got time. It's my day off. This is what I'm doing. But I just oh, it looks so good in the camera, man. I wish it looked that good right here, man. I can't tell you how much I... Alright. I'm gonna let this dry, man. We'll come back to it. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.